My wife has been peeking at me from around corners and behind furniture. It's gone from weird to terrifying. My wife Lynn has always been kind, intelligent, and thoughtful. She's the no-nonsense type. She doesn't even like horror movies. 2 months ago, I was hurrying to work when I saw her peeking at me from around the corner. Only her eyes and a strand of hair were visible. I nearly spilled my coffee. "You scared the shit out of me," I said. She popped out of view and scurried off, laughing. It was odd, but I found it funny. I forgot about it by lunch. When I got home, she was her normal self. I didn't bring it up. 3 days later, I woke at 2 a.m. for a drink. I was standing at the island when I looked down. Her grinning face was staring up from the floor. I screamed, not out of irritation, but fear. At the sound, she scuttled backwards on all fours, her hand smacking the tile floor. When I finally went back to bed, she was lying on her side, asleep, or pretending to be. I watched her breathe for a long time. The next morning, I asked her about it. She frowned, shaking her head. "You were peeking again," I said. She burst out laughing. She teased me and wrapped her arms around my neck. But as I drove to work, I kept thinking about that grin. It didn't sit right with me. I started seeing her more and more, peeking from behind the couch, from the curtains. Once, she even got inside her grandmother's old trunk. I might not have known she was there if the old hinges hadn't creaked. She had the lid propped up, half her face peeking through, grinning. When I finally found my voice, I asked why she was doing this. She didn't answer. She just slowly closed the lid, shutting herself inside. I just walked away, feeling disturbed. She clearly enjoyed it, but I didn't understand it. I hoped she would tire of the game quickly. She didn't peek at me for 2 weeks. I started to think she was done. I was relieved. Maybe it was just a phase. Then last night, I got up to use the bathroom. As I walked past the bedroom door, I saw her. She was peeking from behind the door frame. But this time, she wasn't grinning. It was just staring. Her eyes were wide, unblinking. Her face was completely expressionless. Froze. "Lan," I whispered. She didn't blink. She didn't move. She just kept staring. I felt a chill run down my spine. Then, slowly, she pulled her face back into the room. The door creaked shut. I stood there for a minute before I opened it. The room was empty. The bed was made. She wasn't there. I searched the whole house. There was no sign of her anywhere. I called her phone. It rang from inside the trunk. I opened it slowly, my hands shaking. Inside, there was nothing but her phone. That was 3 hours ago. I've been sitting in the living room, waiting. I keep seeing movement from the corner of my eye. Behind the couch, from the curtains, around the corner. She's still peeking. But now I know she's not playing a game. The question isn't why she was peeking, it's what she was looking for. And why she stopped pretending to be my wife. I just looked at our wedding photo. The woman in that picture is staring at me from behind the bookshelf right now. That's not Lynn. I don't know what it is.